Hello, this is MSP. Today we're going to go over the MSP ALGO Artificial Intelligence Trading Bot and Stock Market Money Flow Analytics application. We already went over the charts and found out how to create support and resistance levels, as well as what are pivot points and how to use the MSP ALGO indicators. Based on knowing the basic fundamentals, now you can understand the application. Alright, so let's look at the application here. The first, let me find that. Okay, so we have what we call a dashboard, the money flow, pivots, block trades, trade alerts, cheat sheet, momentum, watch list, trading bot, help. Okay, so let's look at the dashboard. And this is just a summary of all the UIs, and then we'll do another webinar specific to each one. Just a high-level overview. Okay, so on the dashboard we have the MSP ALGO market health status, and that give advanced warning signals as well as intraday signals for the market as a whole. So we could see end of day the market went a little bearish because we see bearish here, and the time and date the last signal was triggered. So we got our weekly, which triggered on the last one we got was on the 16th of July, so we haven't had any new since it is not highlighted and does not have the most recent date. Today we had an alert called Last Money Move Alert, and that gives you the expected intraday move in advance. So it was drop to pop. We could see that alert was triggered at 9:40 a.m. and the market did follow. And then we have another one, and this involves the intraday, and this also involves the intraday. The different algos looking at different things. And we didn't get a new alert for this one today. These are checked every 10 minutes. So it will update every 10 minutes. Some of these actually start about 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. until market close, 1600. And basically this just tells you the alert schedule and different parts of the application. So we'll go look at the different parts of the application. So we have what we call the money flow, and you could search by symbol or all, a run type, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. You want to look at pre-market, after hours, rolling, start time, end date, end time. So you got your dates and times so you could drill in. We'll go over all that. Let's select the date here. We'll say, let's see what pre-market look like. No data there. I know we had some holidays, but let's go after July 4th. And so here we got some data. We got the signal, symbol, price, flux, or the money flow, whether the money's flowing bullish or bearish. Chart signals from the charts described in how to use MSP ALGO indicators. The ratio for that stock, money in versus out, price action, the price that is being bought or sold, and what the trend is. Okay. Pivots. Pivots are algo generated by MSP ALGO based on market price action. Its goal is to emulate the market maker's price points for reversals or continuation. All of these are pretty much similar as far as what type of information you could drill into. So this time we're gonna try to find a stock, let's say Apple, and see if any pivots came out. So we could see that we did get pivots for that day. So what MSP ALGO does is analyze that price action to create alerts. We'll go into it in depth in another video. Block trades don't really exist in real time. Most of those are after the fact that are reported, so they are ignored. But what we do is let MSP ALGO determine what a block should be based on an algorithm. Okay? So we have the largest institutional blocks and all institutional blocks. So let's click that. So this just tells you the largest institutional algo generated blocks during that time frame. So we're doing a search here, and we can see we have some information here, and this is displaying the stocks that we follow, as well as a little bit more detailed information. Okay, so then we have all institutional blocks. That one was the largest institutional blocks. If you want to drill in and see all the blocks for that specific time frame, in the sake of time, we're going to shorten this time frame. Not sure if any data came out. This one's a little harder. Let's go to slide. Meaning that, oh, okay, my search was incorrect. There you go. Boom. So we could see every algo generated block for the day for Google on the 5th, and we did our time frames there. Okay, let's move on. Trade alerts. Trade alerts algorithm reporting tool is based on greed of the institutional and market makers, and that's how these alerts are triggered. Okay, we have many alerts, probably 10-15 different types. This is just one of them, and it's based on the daily chart. So we'll go back, and we're looking at July 5th and see if any alerts came out that day, and we can see we got some alerts. Ascard, Nevada, Spy, and this also will display the market health, but we'll go all into that in detail. Tells you what to do. Next is the cheat sheet. So we got this one is still being updated. It's new, so we're just gonna look at the normal cheat sheet we use every day. As you notice, you have MSP ALGO market health on all the pages. So the trader know at all times the health of the entire market and what the move is gonna be, like drop to pop or whatever. Okay, so let's see. It's still searching here. All right, so as you can see, there's the trade alerts here that came out for the day. They're on all the pages as well as what was triggered for the watch list that day, which stocks that may have a momentum play. Okay, so we could see we got all our symbols, etc., support, resistance, and our MSP range algo and MSP pin algo. Okay, so let's move on to momentum. Momentum alerts or alerts, MSP ALGO momentum and volume spike alerts reporting tool. We only follow the top 10% with the money. So what that means is normally when these trigger, the charts don't reflect that yet. So we have a daily, a weekly, a monthly, and so we're just going to go search or do a generic search here. So we had a few symbols that came up here, and these normally trigger in the day, and you can see there's a percentage volume increase of 1300% in GILD on the 5th of July at 73, and Google 1139. The trend. We'll go over this in more detail later. It's just a summary of the application. MSP ALGO watchlist alerts reporting tool. So you did see that this watch list triggers a little summary on each page, but not on this page because this is actually the watch list. So we're gonna go see. Let's see what stock was on the watch list so I don't be doing a search. Okay, so we could see the names here. So I should be able to search for Amazon. Alright, Amazon was on a watch list, and it tells you what is going on, the symbol, support and resistance, and a little bit of other information. We'll go into detail in another video. But this is the watch list for the day. MSP ALGO trading bot. We have some newer versions and we have the older versions. So these are more summary orientated, and what I need to do is update it with the newer logic. But right now we're focusing on the intraday and the daily. Okay, so we'll look at the intraday. We looked at Amazon on that watch list, so let's see if Amazon came on here. You have your different time frames. We'll go over that in depth in another video. Okay, so we're gonna just look at the 60. And we could see we're getting feedback on how to trade this and all sorts of good information. There's support, buying, momentum plays, etc. So this has a whole lot of alerts, and pretty much it gives trading signals. Okay, let's go to the daily. This is the condensed daily swing trend trade long. MSP ALGO condensed alerts and daily trend swing trade monitoring log. Okay, we can see that we have Amazon on here and some other stocks that were triggered. So when some alerts trigger from the intraday, it'll appear on here as well, so that you don't have to search through all the UIs to find it. We're going to also add the other alerts as well. I want to get these webinars done, so I'm gonna have to go on back to that. I'm multitasking, but anyway, it tells you what it thinks you should do the next day, but you always need to get confirmation. Okay, so that's that. Now this intraday is the older version, and then we have this encompasses the intraday and the daily swing trades interfaces. So here go the actual daily swing trade interface. So we'll look for AMD. So this will search about a month back based on the date you select. So we'll go over this in depth. But anyway, it just gives you a summary of that stock for the day in MSP ALGO's opinion, and lets you know what the current trend is based on the money flow. Okay? Only. It's not based on anything else. Right? Gives you so here go the symbol, what the signal was, and where to go long, and things like that. Okay, major support, resistance, and a little bit more detail here. Okay. So in a nutshell, that's what the application contains. The dashboard contains information on the application and the pages, money flow, pivots, algo, block trades, created block trades. We don't watch block trades at all. We create our own. Trade alerts, cheat sheet, momentum alerts, watch list alerts, and of course, MSP ALGO trading bot. And that is pretty much what the application does. It is monitoring the money flow and creating analytics for trades based on money flow. It is illusion that bullish money flow mean pop and bearish money flow mean drop. What? We'll find out why in the next video. In the meantime, happy trading.